Hello and welcome to my short course, just 30 minutes on how to become a crypto trader. Very good for the beginners. It's got all the information you need to get you started and take you to that next level of being consistent and profitable in the world of cryptocurrency trading. And if it's not there, I'll give you the extra resource materials for you to use. So with that, let's get started. So for those very new to crypto trading, I want to do a quick 101 on what the basics are of cryptocurrency. Many of you will probably already know this, but I think it's good to cover it off. But I also want that to lead into two key concepts that are very important in the world of trading cryptocurrency. So to start with, what is cryptocurrency? Well, it's a virtual money, a digital asset. Now, anything you see highlighted red, that's important key phrase in this world. Decentralized, that's what cryptocurrency is all about. They're not run by a central authority like government or bank, but that does have its problems. It means they're unregulated, and it's basically a web-based medium of exchange for purchasing and speculation of these type of assets. So how does it all work? Well, it works on a peer-to-peer basis. So any transactions are recorded on something called a public ledger, and that is known as blockchain. You've probably heard that phrase, but essentially it's just a big database, and it uses cryptography to secure these records and transactions, making it very difficult to hack or decipher, and all those transactions remain anonymous. So once you bought your digital currency, you get what is called a private key, which is a bit of code which then allows you to access and interact with that environment, buying, selling, moving your assets around. So very important that you don't lose that key. So how are these new coins created? Well, it's by a process called mining, and mining basically means these guys on computers solving maths puzzles and equations to release new coins. It's not very energy efficient, and you might see some of that on the news. And another couple of phrases: proof of work, proof of stake. Well, that's where the miners are proving the ownership of these new assets, and this whole process makes the blockchain work, keeps it secure, makes it evolve, and the miners are rewarded for this with those assets. So this is the part we're interested in. It's about making money from cryptocurrencies and through the art of trading. As you can imagine, the price of these digital assets goes up and down like any other asset, and we can benefit from that price movement. For example, if you bought one Bitcoin at $20,000 and you sell it 3 months later for $30,000, you've made a nice plain simple $10,000. And as we get more experienced, you'll be able to realize that you can also speculate on the price falling, and we'll have a look at that in the getting more advanced section in the latter parts of this video. There are literally thousands of assets that we can trade and speculate on, as we will see shortly, and you can get involved with cryptocurrencies, which I really like it, with only just a small amount of money. For example, you don't have to buy that one Bitcoin at $20,000. Not many people could afford that. You can actually, break it down into very small chunks, so you can get access into the price of Bitcoin for say $5 or $10. So that makes it a really accessible market for all. And pretty much all this trading is done on what we call an exchange. It's sort of like a traditional broker from the world of Forex or stocks, but that's where all the actions are going to happen, and we're going to look into the exchanges in a minute. But that brings me on to two key market terms that you're going to need to know, because it'll help you understand the risks, the price movement of cryptocurrency a lot more, and that is volatility and liquidity. So what is volatility? Well, crypto assets are some of the world's most volatile speculative markets, more so than stocks, commodities, Forex. They are way up there in terms of really aggressive price movement in either direction, up or down, and this adds risks as well as opportunities. But what is the definition for volatility? Well, it's a measure of the variation of a price of a financial instrument, i.e. its level of uncertainty. So here's a graphical example for you. On the left we have a very volatile asset. Notice how that price bounces up and down a lot. That's like the world of cryptocurrencies. And the less volatile asset It's not moving very much. To make money from trading, we need movement, and we've got to be able to guess that movement correctly to be consistently earning in this environment. And that's the difficult bit about crypto trading. It's working out, understanding that volatility. Now that brings me nicely on to liquidity, and it's a sort of a double-edged sword with the volatility, because it can accentuate the risks quite massively. But basically what it's saying is the amount of volume traded in any asset. If we got low liquidity, not a lot of people are trading it. That means it's hard to get in and out of your trade. It can be risky. The more volume, more liquidity in the trade, then the more predictable I find the assets become, because it's not affected by insider action, unusual events quite as much. So you're talking big coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, they're up there as very liquid, where some of those new coins very dangerous to get involved, and often the smaller coins are more expensive to get into because of the costs that the exchanges are putting on around them. So to summarize that concept, liquidity was important. Greater liquidity equals greater predictability. Less liquidity equals that digital asset can be very risky to trade. No liquidity means that you can't buy and sell out of your assets, so expect a lot of slippage in the price that you expect to get. And cryptocurrencies, I'm afraid, are at the moment, as they're still growing, quite an illiquid market compared to the other financial markets of the world. So very important to understand liquidity. So hopefully that's given you a bit of an overview of crypto trading in a bit of an inside. Now we're going to go into a lot more detail where we are going to buy and sell our crypto, where you're going to store your crypto, learning the fundamentals of crypto, learning about technical analysis and why it's important, how to research crypto, how do you create a trading plan strategy, how do you get an edge, i.e. what is your unique trading point to make you money in this world. Then we're going to look at understanding the risks of trading cryptocurrencies, how you use risk and trade management processes to keep you safe, your money in your bank account, how you analyze your trading performance to make better results, and finally how to get more advanced in the world of crypto, the other methods and ways of making money in this area. So with that, let's get into it. Now let me introduce you to your very first, very free bit of resource in the world of cryptocurrencies. They're called coinmarketcap.com, and they cover all sorts of things. They're a really brilliant tool, definitely worth investigating. But as I mentioned, we need to trade on an exchange to buy and sell these digital assets. So where do you start in terms of exchanges to find? Well, on CoinMarketCap they have a tab up the top. If we hit the exchange button there, they literally list all of the different exchanges, tell you a bit about them, how many assets they've got to trade, the volume, and they give an exchange score as well. So it's all ranked here by what they think is good. It's independent, so not biased in towards any particular exchange. And I personally use Binance, which you can see at the top there, and another one called Bybit, which is down here at number 15. And if you want to find out more about them, just click on Binance, for example. Tells you the coins, markets they trade, a bit about their history, what do they do, etc., and then the link through to them. But if you wanted to use the ones I've got, Binance, I say, and Bybit, I'll put a link in the description below. But let's just quickly look into an exchange right now. So I've jumped into my Bybit account just to give you an example of what they look like, these exchanges. And you'll find in that sign up process there's a lot of security levels to get through, which you might think is burdensome, but actually it's very good for the safety of your assets. Now Bybit I like, they've got all sorts of different markets, spot trading, margin trading, all these things you'll learn about. You can manage everything from your dashboard, you can transfer in and out those currencies. But like I said, it's just to give you an idea of the different exchanges that are out there, and to let you know this is where all the trading action will happen for you, especially as you're new, beginning your journey in the crypto world. Like with your traditional wallet where you store your cash, you're going to need somewhere to store your crypto assets, and it's a bit more complicated in the world of crypto, but let me explain. So we're going to need a digital wallet to store the assets, and why is that? Well, if you leave them on exchange, actually if you read the T's and C's, you don't actually own those assets until you move them into your own wallet. They belong to property of the exchange. Also for safety, because these exchanges do get hacked, and it gives you that extra level, like I say, of security for your assets. So imagine these wallets as digital bank accounts come storage facilities, and it also allows you to move these assets around between exchanges and other types of instrument, so you can control more easily your digital currencies. So there's two types that we need to know about. The first one's called the hot wallet, and these are digital wallets connected to the internet. You can put apps on your phone to be able to manage these things, and two very popular ones are called MetaMask and Trust Wallet, and I use both of those, and they're available free to download on to, like I say, your phone, tablet, desktop, so you can manage your assets. Now the second type are called cold wallets. Now these are like physical bits of kit, like a USB stick with a code and some security to get in, where you physically move around your assets. Now popular maker of these types of USB drive is someone called Trezor. The important thing to note here is, though, if you lose that key, you lose the security to get into that key, you've lost all your assets. And same for the hot wallets. If you lose your access codes to get in, you're going to lose what you've got in there. There's no one to help you out get those back. So they have the advantage of you controlling your coins, assets, moving them around, but there's the added responsibility of you looking after those keys to maintain your crypto assets. Don't just dive into crypto trading just because you think it's the golden goose. It's probably going to cause you a lot of pain if you just don't do your homework, do your research, get stuck in. And the beautiful thing about crypto world is that there is so much good free resource to help you along the way, especially as beginners, even through to the advanced. There's so much information out there, and we've jumped back into CoinMarketCap. I'm just going to show you a quick example. We could go up to cryptocurrencies. We click in there and it lists all the different cryptocurrencies, and say we wanted to find out, I don't know, about Tron, TRX. We click on it and we have a load of information. We get the charts, the prices, and what is it, why is it any good, what makes it unique. And also what's very important when you're doing your research is something called white paper that these coins publish, and it really explains what they are about, what their vision is for the future of their coin, so you can see whether it's got some worth, some use that you can see that can be monetized into a higher price value and that you can trade. But this is just CoinMarketCap. Like I say, it's got so much detail in there. But here are a few other free, totally free resource that you might find useful, to get started. So first up, we've got something called Crypto Quant. Then we have something called Crypto Bubbles. Then Lunar Crush, followed by our favourite there, CoinMarketCap, and a great charting package called TradingView. Like it or not, technical analysis is very popular in the world of cryptocurrency, and it will, as you become more experienced, be a very useful tool for, say, automation, algorithmic type trading strategies and plans you might have. But technical analysis is basically looking at price action displayed graphically through charts over different time periods, and it is excellent for timing, entry exit, risk and trade management, capturing repeatable patterns and trends, price actions in different time horizons, coming up with strategies, back testing, performance measurement analysis, and portfolio management. So technical analysis is going to make and save you money. It's going to give you that edge, put the odds of success more on your side. It's going to save you loads of time. It's going to help you deal with the psychological aspects of trading better. Great for creating discipline, and I can tell you it's quite simple and easy to understand. It's not as scary as it looks. So here's a typical example of a charting technical analysis package. This is by someone called TradingView, and we have the price on an hourly basis of the ape coin, and we can start to see how it's been progressing on the way down at the moment, but then just recovered on there. We can add tools and indicators on top of this to give us entry points and exit points. We can manage our portfolios of different assets. You can see all those different cryptos that I'm looking at, and then there's a lot of extra add-on tools that someone like TradingView provide. If you're interested in TradingView, I'll put the link in below. But you're probably now thinking, wow, this is a lot to learn. Where do I actually start? Don't forget, I'm one of the UK's leading technical analysts, and I'm here to help via my YouTube channel. And you'll note I've got a couple of playlists that are of interest to you if you want to learn technical analysis. If we hit the playlist button on my channel, we've got a playlist that's called the Ultimate Free Trading Course. That covers all aspects of trading, risk management, trade management, psychology, trading plans, the whole lot. That's in there. But we want to focus in on learning technical analysis. If we view the full playlist, I will recommend to you this course here, Get Started Technical Analysis Course for Beginners. It is nearly 7 hours long, but it's got all you need to know to get you up and running, and will help you fully understand and appreciate what is going on in the world of technical analysis and how you can make technical analysis yours into the world of crypto. Now, if you want to be good at trading, consistently successful, then you quite simply have to have a plan and a strategy. You've got to treat your trading almost like it was your own business. You wouldn't start a business without laying down the routes to success, the costs, the time, targets, objectives, goals, all that sort of thing. And it's exactly the same in trading. You must create a trading plan. And like the A-team used to say, I love it when a plan comes together. When it does, you'll see the fruits of your efforts. You've got to ask yourself the who, what, why, how, where, when questions, and you've got to know what your trading edge is. And what do I mean by that? It's no point just trading off the cuff. You need to know why you're trading and what are the odds of success in your favor when you do this sort of thing. And if you're wondering where you need to start, then again, I take you back to my YouTube channel and the playlist of the Ultimate Trading Course that you can see there. Work your way through that and you'll understand what getting an edge and building a trading plan is all about. And my tip here is that if you don't have a plan, you don't have trading rules, then you don't trade, because you are just going to lose. Now these are the bits that you start to think are the boring part of trading, but I can tell you that boring trading equals winning trading, and risk and trade management are an essential part. I can tell you from my experience they're an essential part of becoming a successful trader. And they're also designed to keep your trading safe. They're going to keep the money in your pocket. They're going to add consistency, discipline, psychology to trading. Quite simply, you need to know and use these rules. To me, it's broken into two parts: risk management and trade management. So what is risk management and why do we need to use it? Well, it's the macro view of your trading, rules you need in place before you even start. For example, how much do you risk on any one trade? How do you know if your strategies are working? How build and allocate risk to your portfolio? How do you scale up those winning strategies? So where can you start to learn about risk management? Well, again, back to my YouTube channel, a video called 7 Risk Management Rules You Must Use to Make Money Trading. Work your way through it and you'll start to understand exactly what I mean and the importance of trading with this risk management process in place, and you'll see why it all makes sense. And trade management's the flip of risk management. It's about focusing on the micro part of your trading. Again, it's a set of rules that you need to have in place and you must follow to be consistent with your results. And it's about the management of the individual trading. It's about applying very clever tools like stop loss, trading stops, trade orders, profit taking, risk reward, statistics, technical analysis, a whole bunch of things that can make and save you a lot of money in the world of trading. And again, you must make these trade management rules part of your trading plan. If you don't have them in place, I can tell you, you're going to lose the money in your account. You're not going to be very successful in the world of crypto trading. Where can you learn about this trade management stuff? Well, again, jump back into my YouTube channel. It's all there for free. Get into that ultimate free trading course playlist, work your way from top to bottom, and you'll get all the trade management skills you'll need that you can apply into your world of crypto trading. Top sportsmen always constantly evaluating their performance. It's the same for the best traders. They know what works, what doesn't, and it's an important stage of your trading. Evaluating and analysing what you've done, I can tell you, will seriously enhance your profitability, your returns. It allows you to create consistency, and it's going to highlight the weaknesses that you need to work on and the great things that you're doing that you can push home harder, and it's going to allow you to establish positive trading routines. Performance measurement is about the process of turning your results into measurable statistics to understand quite quickly where you're going right and wrong. Very simple, straightforward, quantitative process, not too much maths involved there. How can you get hold of the data that you're going to need for this? Well, your exchange account where you do all your trades should have them. You can download, put them into a spreadsheet and start to analyze. Commit to doing it weekly. So I do wait for a week to finish, get some results in, see what's happening, but you've got to action your findings. No point doing all that analysis if you don't actually use the findings, and you're definitely going to notice those improvements coming in. So some ideas of statistics, metrics you could use, overall P&L, profit and loss, that means results by the strategy you do, biggest drawdowns, numbers, percentages of won, loss, number of trades done, the average win, average loss, number of long trades, short trades, average time in the trade, days and dates, times, that sort of thing, number of consecutive winners, losers, risk reward ratios, trade costs, Sharpe ratios. It's all there, some simple stats to take away to seriously enhance your trading. Crypto trading is also pretty special because it offers you many different ways to make money from these digital assets, and as you learn trading you will see that there's many styles and types of trading. Day trading, fast-paced intraday action where you're closing in and out really quickly. Trend trading, you're following the trends of a particular asset. Hodling means basically you're holding on for dear life. You're just holding and sitting on that asset, a bit like an investor would on a stock. And something like algorithmic automated trading becoming very popular at the moment, where it's very simple for people with no coding experience to actually start to put together strategies, ideas that work 24/7, so you can be asleep and still make passive income. And it's a lot easier than what you think. I use this simple bit of kit by a company called 3 Commas to link my exchange to this software, and then that allows me to create all sorts of strategies in different time frames using different chart types, links into things like TradingView as well, and you can automate all your trading and create a passive income, all by yourself without all that coding expertise needed. So really good, and I'll leave links in the descriptions below if you want to learn more. And I've also got a lot of videos out, actually, if you check in the channel, about crypto auto trading. There's also different types of trading instruments you can use. Now, most of the trading you'll do is called spot trading. That's the price of the digital asset like Bitcoin right now, and that's the majority of the market for crypto trading. It is called spot, and mostly that allows you only to benefit from the price going upwards. Now, you can use other tools like futures and options known as derivatives. If you open up your exchange, you'll see probably something called derivatives. Now, these allow you to create different payoff profiles. They're based on the same spot instruments, but like I said, they're a derivative of, and you can take advantage of falling prices, for example, in crypto assets. We've been on that big down run. You can use futures to go short. And what does that mean? Very simple example for you. Going long means you're taking advantage of the market going up, and that is known as bullish. And as you can see in the example here, we've got something that we bought at 60 right now, and then at a later point, say 2 or 3 weeks later, it's got to 100. We close out and we've made 40 points. Now, going short is the exact opposite, and it can play with people's brains to start with. But say the price was at 100 and we think that the asset that we're looking at is going to go down over the next few weeks, we can actually sell it before we've bought it. Just appreciate that you can for the moment. You can learn the technicalities at another time. And then in 3 weeks time, it's down at 60. Our idea has come off. We can then buy it back in 3 weeks time at 60. So again, we bought at 60, sold at 100, and we've made 40 on the way down as well. So you can do that using futures, and these accounts are readily available inside your exchange to take advantage of just such situations. So jumping back into my broker or exchange Bybit, if we go up to trade, you can see spot trading, all the options you've got. There's so many different assets in there to trade. And then we've got this other area just to the side of it called derivatives. That's what we're talking about, the futures and the options available. Not too many contracts there available on options, but there's something to learn as you get more experienced. And they've even got copy trading down there as well if you want to copy other people. But they also offer, and this is another arm that you can't get in other types of financial markets, you can earn by lending and staking your holdings, your assets that you've got. You can do mining to make money. You can even get into NFTs, and they're offered here through Bybit. And take a look through the many different ways that you can actually make money from crypto. So it's not just a case of buying spot, Bitcoin, and just holding on. There's so many different ways you can be clever making money in this whole arena. So hopefully all that has put you on the path to trading success in the world of cryptos. We've gone over the key points, and I've also highlighted those extra learning areas, resources, tools that you're going to need to be successful in this space. Now, if you've liked the video, please, you know what to do. Give it the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the bell buttons and subs buttons. It all helps the channel. Don't forget to check the description below the video for links to what we've talked about in the content here. And obviously you want to start your trading journey, then like I say, I recommend that playlist that I talked about, the ultimate trading course, and that link is coming up now.